Hello again. As you know, I'm Eli the Computer Guy over here for everymanit.com. Today's class is on monetizing your website. So today's class we're going to talk about how you actually make money doing web publishing. You know, because it's all fun and games to put a little blog post up. You know, if you're a professional and you just want to get your opinion out there, that may be all you want. You just want to get your opinion out to the world, and as long as somebody is reading it, you know, that's a-okay with you. Well, if you want to create a company like Everyman IT, or if you want to create a local newspaper on the internet, you are actually going to need to make money. You're going to need to get funded. You know, whether it's simply to pay for your infrastructure cost, you know, web hosting costs money, video delivery costs money, whether it's just to pay for that, or whether it's actually to put some money in your wallet so that you can say that you professionally run a website. You know, one way or another, you do need to make money. So this class is on website monetization. We're going to talk about banner ads. We're going to talk about creating membership sites. We're going to talk about sponsorship. We're going to talk about things like CPC and CPM. We're going to talk about, you know, how you actually make money, things like design implications, etc. Basically, all the concepts that you're going to need to understand for monetizing your website. So give me a second to put a couple of things together, and then we are going to get into this class, monetizing your website. So the first thing that we need to discuss is, what is monetization? You know, this is one of those words that is thrown out there nowadays. Everybody's talking about how you can monetize stuff. So what does monetization actually mean? Monetization is simply the process of taking a product or service and turning it into something that you make money off of. So, you know, you can have a blog, you know, online. You can write 1,000 posts on the blog. You can get 1 million hits a day. But if you don't have any ads on your blog, if you don't have any sponsorship, if your visitors aren't paying any membership fees, you're not making any money. So you're not monetizing your blog. So monetization is simply the way that you turn that online product or service and actually start making money off of it. Again, you know, do you sell like a membership to the people that are coming to your site? Do you put ads on your site, etc.? The thing that I want to get through your head, you know, every time I talk about internet business subjects, the one thing that I just want to pound into your head and pound into everybody's head is that internet businesses are real businesses. I don't know what it is. Like I say, you know, I've worked in the computer world a long time. I've worked with a lot of small businesses, and it is amazing. People who run multi-million-dollar brick and mortar businesses, so, you know, businesses with normal storefronts, your normal services that you would think about, they always talk about expanding into the internet, and where they will spend weeks trying to figure out a business plan for their brick and mortar store, they think they can just throw something up on the internet at a moment's notice and just make a lot of money off of it. So the main thing that I really want you to understand and think about is, when you start doing this web publishing business, this is a real business. So when you start thinking about monetizing your business, you really need to look at what your bottom line is. So what are your infrastructure costs going to be? How much is it going to cost to host your site or provide services on your site? So, you know, we have a cost for actually creating and maintaining Everyman IT. We also have a cost for every video that we are streaming. So you are watching this video right now, you cost me money. You cost me a couple cents every minute that you are watching a video. So what you need to do is, when you're thinking about this web publishing business, you're thinking about monetizing your website, you need to think about it as a real business. You need to add up all the cost, all the infrastructure costs. So, you know, how much is it going to cost to host your site? How much is it going to cost for advertising? You know, once people find your site, they may think it's the greatest thing since sliced bread, but how are they going to find your site? Well, you know, that costs real money. How much does it cost to produce the content for your site? You know, if all you're doing is a simple blog where you type up some posts every day, that might not cost you any money. You know, if you're trying to do like video classes like we do, we actually have to have a little place to tape these videos. You know, there's a cost for the video camera that's taking the video right now, the cost for lighting, lighting, the cost for a little sound system, etc. So you have to take all of that into account. Then when you go to look to monetize your website, make money off your website, you then have to look and make sure that you're going to be making enough money off of the ways that you're going to be monetizing your site. You know, a lot of people talk about AdSense. You know, they say you can just throw up Google ads on your blog and you're going to make money. Well, I can tell you, you know, last week, I think we had about 4,000 visitors to Everyman IT. We have Google AdSense up on our thing, and I made $12 last week off of AdSense. So it paid a little bit of money. I'm not saying like Google AdSense did not pay a lot of money, but Google AdSense, at least for us, is not a business plan. $12 a week does not a business make. So, you know, with us, as I'll talk about later, we have our ad-supported version, and then we are shortly going to have a membership version where people actually pay a membership fee. The reason is because from a business standpoint for Everyman IT, the ad-supported version will basically only pay for itself. You know, running the numbers, it will only pay for its own infrastructure and a little bit more. It will never pay a real salary. And remember, like I say, when you're doing internet businesses, you need to think about what your salary is going to be. How much should you make in a given year? Are you okay with $20,000 a year, $50,000 a year, $100,000 a year? Well, on top of those normal infrastructure costs, you have to add in your salary. So is AdSense, you know, really going to pay you enough to make enough money to pay for everything in your salary? Remember, it doesn't matter how many visitors come to your site. It doesn't matter, you know, how many people love you on Facebook, love you on Twitter, love you on Dig. What matters is how much money do you have in your pocket at the end of the day. So this class, you know, we're talking about that. So it's the monetization. How can you make enough money with your website to make you happy? You know, like I say, you may be a 15-year-old and $15 a week sounds great, and so that might be good for you. But make sure you actually sit down and look at the numbers, or at least realize that you need to think about the numbers, because a lot of the ways that people try to monetize their sites really, I mean, you get pennies. You just, you know, you might make $100 a month off your blog or your website, but that's not going to pay the mortgage. I mean, hell, that barely even pays my own coffee bill. So monetization of your website is simply how are you going to make money from your web property. When you're thinking about monetizing your website, you really have to think, like I say, infrastructure cost, how much does it cost to create your content, etc., to present your content, and then how much do you want to get paid? You add all that up together, and that's where you figure out, you know, how are you going to monetize your site to actually make that amount of money. So let's talk about the ways to monetize your website. Now, the first way to monetize your website, you know, how most people monetize normal websites, is that the website is devoted to the product or service that they're trying to sell. So when I ran Eli the Computer Guy, the repair shop, the way I monetized my website was people went to my website, they went, hey, I needed my computer repaired, and they called me up and they paid me $85 an hour. That's how I monetized the EliTheComputerGuy.com website. Now, you know, so if you've got a product or service that you can sell, that's the absolute easiest way to monetize your website. Now, as you're thinking about creating more of a web publishing platform, like I say, you're going to put blog posts or videos, etc., you have to think that you're not actually going to be selling a product or service. You are going to be relying on advertisers or membership dues in order to pay your way. So the first way that you can pay for your site is through sponsorship. Sponsorship means that, let's say you are a professional in whatever field you're a professional in. You're a professional gardener, you're a professional cook, you're a professional race car driver or race car mechanic. So you start putting all of the information about what you're interested in up on your web publishing platform. So let's say you're a race car mechanic. You love tricking out cars. Well, you may first start with, putting some blog posts up, then you start putting some videos up, etc. Once you start getting some traffic to your site, you may be able to go to the manufacturers of the people, that create the parts for cars and say, hey, look, I am writing all this material, I'm creating all this material so that people will end up buying your parts. Would you be interested in sponsoring the website? Now initially, unless you know Bill Gates, you're most likely not going to get all the money you need from a single sponsor. But what you can do is you can go to multiple sponsors and you can say, hey, for $200 a month, I will put your banner ad on the site. I will make sure to mention you in my blogs. I will make sure to mention you in my podcast. I will make sure to mention you in the videos. And all you have to do is, like I say, you get done with a video class. Let's say you're doing a class on how to change a carburetor. All you have to do is at the end of it go, and I am so happy that XYZ carburetor manufacturer sponsored this class today. A lot of sponsors would be very happy to get that kind of advertisement. If you're going to go the sponsorship route, there's a couple of things that you have to think about. The first is that you actually have to be a decent salesperson. So when we talk about monetizing other ways, you just sign on for a service, they give you ads, you may talk to an ad representative, but that's it. You don't really have to sell yourself. You don't have to be a salesperson. Well, if you're going to sell sponsorship, you are actually going to have to approach these companies and you are going to have to sell yourself. You're going to have to sell your web publishing product. You're going to have to say why you are the greatest thing since sliced bread. So this can be, a very easy way to get a constant stream of income every month. But you are going to have to sell yourself. You can't be shy, you can't be sheepish, you can't be, well, I hope somebody sponsors us today. You got to be out there. You got to be saying, you need to sponsor us because if you don't sponsor us, you're a complete idiot, and this is why. So sponsorship, you are going to have to do sales. The next thing is if you are going to try to do the sponsorship route, you have to make sure that your analytics software on your web publishing platform is up and running, and you can give these people reports. Because the biggest thing for sponsorship is you are going to have to tell them, how many visitors do you have a month? What is the average time on site for your visitors? What is the average bounce rate? What is the average page view per visitor? We talk about some of that in the web marketing classes. But you're going to have to give them that information before they'll even think about sponsoring you. If you get 500 visitors a month, sponsors probably aren't going to care. If you have 10,000 to 20,000 visitors a month, sponsors are going to start to care. If you have 100,000 visitors a month, well, you're probably going to get their attention because at 100,000 visitors, they can say, hey, obviously people are interested enough to come to this person's site. They're obviously listening or watching or reading what this person has to say. So, hey, I want to make sure my product is featured on the site. So that sponsorship, the main thing, like I say, is that you're going to have to sell yourself and you're going to have to make sure your analytics is working A-OK because you're going to have to give these people numbers. If you walk in and you just say, hey, I have this really cool site and I want you to sponsor, and you don't have any numbers, if they laugh at you, that's going to be nice. The next way is to create a membership site. So the idea is you have material so good that you are going to get people to pay to be able to read, view, or listen to your material. So this is the way that we are going at Everyman IT. One of the components we are going to have is a membership site. So basically, this is just an extra plugin or module that normally you can add to your content management system. And in that module, it'll allow your visitors to actually make payments, sign up for subscriptions. You'll be able to do things like you'll say, I want this content to be free so everybody can see it. I want this content to be at one level so people that are paying, let's say, $10 a month can see it. And I want this content to be at another level so people paying, $50 a month can see it. All of that will be in your content management system. Like I say, there will be a membership plugin that will allow you to do that. The nice thing with these membership plugins is, like I say, you can leave material out and open for free. So let's say you have a series of classes or a series of articles that you want to be free. Basically, you want them to be promotional material. You can say anybody in the world can see it. Then other material you may restrict access to that they have to pay. The other nice part with these membership plugins is that you can do either a subscription, let's say to the whole site, or you can have people that can pay for individual posts or even possibly categories. So let's say you want to create a site and you think your site has a lot of really good information, so you want to charge $50 a month for the site. That's a bit steep, but depending on what information you're giving, hey, it might be a bargain. But then some people don't want to pay $50 a month. They just want to see one video that you have. Let's say you have one 1-hour video, I don't know, on real estate investing. So what you can say is allow them to pay per view, which will allow them, they pay, and then they are allowed to see one single post. So one set of people can go in and get a subscription to the entire site. Other people can go in, and instead of paying $50 for a month, they can pay $10 and they will get access to one individual post. So that is a way that membership works out. The other good thing is these new membership modules allow for recurring payments. So how Everyman IT will be, you set it up. So with us, like I said, it'll be about $24.95 a month. And then every single month, this membership plugin will charge the people $24.95. It just continuously happens until they cancel their service. Depending upon the membership plugin, it's easier or more difficult for the people to cancel their service. But that's all built into the plugin. So they subscribe for a month or two, they've had it for 2 months, they decide, I don't want the service anymore, and then they can unsubscribe right from there. But as long as they're subscribed, every month, automatically, you get whatever they agreed to. So that can be, that can be really nice. So like with us, $25 a month, just plugging along every month until people cancel, that could be a chunk of change. Especially, like I say, once you start thinking about the internet and multiples. So, one person at $25 a month, that's still barely buying me my coffee. 10 people, 100 people, 200 people, 1,000 people, that's when you start making money really quick. And again, depending on the material that you are given, you could get 1,000 people paying $25 very easily. Again, as I talked about in the blogging course, you don't just want to be spewing garbage, spewing opinions. I think, or whatever that is. You want to be giving your viewers, your readers, your listeners valuable material, things that they will be able to take away and think about. So if you do, a membership site on business, on investment, on computers, on car tricking out, on surfing, on basically on niche markets that people really, really, really care about, well, hell, they'll drop $25 a month. Like I say, if you go out and you look at these cars that, I just have that in my head, cars that people trick out, they spend $20,000, $30,000 on modifications to a $30,000 car. So if you can give them really good ideas, $25 a month, they'll pay that without even thinking about it. Now the next thing is banner ads or Google AdSense ads. So banner or AdSense. So AdSense is the website monetization that's the easiest thing in the world to use. This is where you see the little Google ads. Hey, I actually saw this on my website. Buy a wife from Russia or something. And if they click on the buy a wife from Russia, you get $1. So you get paid whenever somebody makes a click. Or banner ads or those flashy ads with dancing Obamas or dancing babies. Basically, banner ads and such. Now, when you go to do AdSense or when you go to do the banner ads, There's two ways that you can possibly get paid generally. One is CPC, the other is CPM. So AdSense in general pays you CPC. This is cost per click. What this means is every time somebody clicks on one of your ads, you will get paid a certain amount of money. Now, depending on the quality of your site, you will get paid more or less money. So I had a site called cutecorgi.com. Corgis are these dogs. I have these corgi dogs. I love corgis. So I had a website for a while called cutecorgi.com. I had Google AdSense on it, and every time somebody clicked one of the ads on cutecorgi.com, I made 5 cents. 5 cents. Now, with Everyman IT, I put AdSense onto Everyman IT. Every time somebody makes a click, I make $1. So the thing that you have to remember with AdSense and cost per click is that you will get paid based upon the quality and the interest in whatever it is you're talking about. So if you're talking about cars, if you're talking about business, you're talking about investment, you're talking about computers and technology, you'll probably be making $1 or more per click. If you're talking about corgis, parrots, I don't know, that kind of stuff, you'll probably be making 5 cents per click. Unfortunately, you don't know that cost until you actually start getting paid. So that can be one of the real bummers with AdSense, is you can spend a month creating this wonderful website about something that you think that people will really like. You put up the Google AdSense and you're getting 5 cents per click. Kind of sucks. The next way that you get paid, and this is how we get paid off of our banner ads and our video ads. So if you go to the free portion of our website, you will notice that there are video ads that play during our videos. We get paid there CPM. This means cost per 1,000 impressions. So basically, we get paid. There's an automatic system way out there on the internet, and every time an ad is shown, every time a banner ad is shown, it clicks off a little 1, and every time we get up to 1,000, we then get whatever rate we agreed to. So with us right now, we get $6.50 per 1,000 impressions. Again, depending on what you're doing, this can either be a good rate or a low rate. But the main thing to remember, like I say, is when you're doing AdSense or normal banner ads, you're going to get either paid either cost per click or CPM, cost per 1,000 impressions. Depending on how your website works and all that, depends on how this works. Sometimes CPM is better because with this, you can actually judge, how many thousands of visitors you get in a month. So you may say, hey, I know exactly how many thousands of visitors I get, so I want to do CPM. Every time a banner ad shows up, that gets counted. Every 1,000 of those, I get a certain amount of money. Or, if you think you can get more clicks through to your advertisers, maybe you want to go with CPC. So you think, hey, I think I can get more clicks on ads. So go with CPC. Again, AdSense is the #1 place everybody starts with this. There are other places to go. You can go out. We'll talk about services and such in a minute. Now, the final way that you can monetize your website is through affiliate programs. Affiliate programs are basically commission programs on the internet. So what happens is you put a banner ad on your website or a link on your website, and that link has code to an account you create with the affiliate. So the affiliate is, other product or service providers, Newegg.com, or sometimes backup software. Creators will have affiliate programs, or website, web service providers will have affiliate programs. Basically what they do is they give you a link or a banner ad, you put that onto your site, people click through that link or banner ad, and if they purchase something from the affiliate, then you make money. So sometimes it's a flat rate. Maybe you'll make $5. Maybe you'll make $10. Maybe it's a commission. Maybe you'll make 15%, 20%. Whatever the rate is, that all depends upon their particular affiliate program. Now with affiliates, you can either go directly through the company that you want to be an affiliate for. So we just did a class on Brightcove. We became an affiliate with them. So we actually go to Brightcove, we talk with Brightcove, we sign a little contract, and we are directly their affiliate. Or you can go to places like Commission Junction or LinkShare, bundle all these affiliate programs into one big system, so you can just go through and click the banner ads that you want to provide on your website. So the main thing with the affiliate program is you get paid a commission rate. You do not get paid CPM, and you do not get paid CPC. So this can either be a good or a bad thing. One of the chapters that we're going to talk about today is I'll talk about how you actually make the affiliate system work. One of the things that you should understand with the affiliate system is not only can you do banner ads, and this is something that you should be looking for, not only can you do banner ads to a site, so let's say to Newegg.com. Newegg.com, sells millions of computer parts. So you can put a banner ad to Newegg.com. Well, one of the things you can do with affiliate programs to try to improve the sales for the people is you can do something called deep linking. What deep linking means, and this is great, like I say, for blogs or web publishing platforms, is let's say I do a review of a product, Cisco AeroNet wireless access points. Those are phenomenal. I'm not making any money off of it. They're phenomenal. If you're going to do wireless, Cisco AeroNet wireless access points. But anyways, let's say I do a review on those, and I say they are the greatest thing since sliced bread. Now, if I say you can go, if I put a little banner ad to Newegg.com and tell you to go to Newegg.com and look for it, you might find it. You might click on Newegg, then you might get distracted, you might go somewhere else. Well, what you can do with deep linking is you can create a link on your site with your code in it, your tracking code in it, that goes directly to the product that you're talking about. So if I'm talking about a specific AeroNet access point, I can put a link, I can say, why don't you take a look at it here, link. You click on it, you go directly to that product, you see that product, and then if you buy that product, I make the commission. This deep linking really helps make sure that you close sales, because especially, like I say, if you're putting your opinions out there and you really do like particular products or service, you can point your customer or your visitor all the way to the exact product you're talking about, and then they see it, they go, hey, that's a good price, I want to buy that, and then you make money off of it. Now, the other thing that you have to think about is with these affiliate programs, they are going to use something called tracking cookies. And so what you have to keep in mind is, so when somebody goes to the site, so they go from my website to, let's say, Newegg.com, that does this a lot. Newegg.com will then put a tracking cookie into their web browser to say when they first came to Newegg.com and to put your little advertiser tracking code in there. Now, depending upon what you agreed to for the affiliate program, that cookie will have an expiration date. So basically, like I said, with Newegg.com, I know because I've used them, they will say from the point that somebody arrives on the site, from a link on your site, that cookie will last 30 days. So you will make with Newegg, it's 1%, you will make a 1% commission on any purchases that person makes within 30 days. Once 30 days is over, then the cookie expires, it's dead. So that is something that you have to look at with these affiliate programs, is how long does a cookie last? The longer the cookie lasts, the better for you. So if it lasts for 45 days, 300 days, etc., you should be looking at how long a cookie lasts, because one of the problems that you get into with monetizing your website is people don't always buy things immediately. So they go to the site, they go, wow, that is a nice product or service. Let me talk to the wife, or let me talk to my coworker, etc. And then they talk to the wife or the coworker, or maybe the wife and the coworker's on vacation, and so they got to wait for them to come back. And then they talk about it, and then whoever they're talking to says, well, have you seen this product? And you look at that product. Well, the whole process for people to actually purchase something can take a few days or a few weeks. So if your cookie, let's say, only lasts 3 or 4 days, if they go back and they buy the product on the 10th day, you don't make any commission. So it's very important to know how long that cookie lasts for. The longer the cookie lasts, the better. Like I say, I liked cookies to last 45 days. The least I really want to see is 30 days. If your cookie lasts any less than 30 days, I think it's just free advertising for the affiliate. Because like I say, I know I've been part of business decisions. even for buying a hard drive, sometimes it can take, a few days or a few weeks before people actually get around to it. The other thing that you have to look at with these affiliate programs is what purchases are you going to get paid on. So with some of the affiliate programs, that cookie will last 30 days, 45 days, 7 days, however long the cookie lasts for. But then they can either say you will make a commission off of the first purchase. So basically that cookie lasts for 30 days. As soon as they buy something, whatever that first purchase is, that is how you will make your commission, or that's how you will make your payment. Or it can say in total for the length of that cookie. So like I say, I think it's with Newegg, it's for 30 days. The cookie lasts for 30 days. Everything they buy within that 30-day period goes into your commission. So that can be very valuable. If you make 1%, but somebody goes in and they buy a computer, and then they buy a hard drive, and then they buy a plasma TV, it can add up over the 30 days. Where maybe they go in and the first purchase they make is, for a $50 hard drive. Woohoo, you made, what is that, 50 cents or something. So those are the things to think about. Affiliate programs can be very tricky. They can either make you a lot of money, or they can be a lot of free advertising for the affiliates. You really have to look at the contracts, how they pay out, etc. Basically with the affiliates, like I say, this is links provided generally by the actual manufacturers or the actual vendors. Sometimes they're lumped together into an overall package, like I say, Commission Junction. If you sign up with them, you go in and they just have millions of affiliate programs that you can subscribe to. A big thing that helps you out is deep linking. Like I say, deep linking is where you can target specific products. So you talk about a product, a printer, a computer screen, a car part, whatever, and then you can give a link directly to that product. So if you talk about it so well that somebody wants to buy that part, then they click through and then you make a little bit of money off of it. The next thing is you're going to have to understand, are you getting paid commission 1%, 1.5%, 10%, 20%? Who knows? It's all dependent upon whatever the affiliate program states, and then how long that cookie lasts. And not only that, but how long or how many times do you get paid? So do you get paid only for the first sale, or do you get paid for all sales within the 30-day period? These are things that you're going to have to think about with the affiliate program. We talked about sponsorship. Like I say, sponsorship, you've got to be able to sell. So you go out there, you try to get companies to actually sponsor your website. You've got to be able to sell, make it sound good to them, and you've also got to give them analytics. If you can't give them numbers on the visitors to your website, well, that's just a no-go. You can do, like I say, a membership site where you add the plug-in or the module to your content management system. You can make some content free, some content pay per post, where if they want to see this one post, it'll cost them $10, or a subscription fee. You pay a certain amount and you get access to the entire site. The nice thing, like I say, in today's day and age, 2010, is you can do these recurring payments. So it's just a monthly subscription. Every month that subscription renews until the person cancels. That can be a very, very nice stream of income. We talked about Google AdSense, and then cost per click or cost per 1,000 impressions for banner ads. You've got to see what the program is. Like I say, with AdSense, you will make based upon the quality of your content. Like I say, cutecorgi.com was a great, cute little website, but Google didn't think it was worth very much money, so I made 5 cents per click. Everyman IT, I make $1 per click. This is all in Google's hands. And the thing that you have to be careful about with CPC is you can't plan for it. I mean, you could spend 2 months creating this wonderful site, and then Google isn't really impressed. You can't go to Google first and find out what they're going to be paying. And then you've got the CPM, just simply cost per 1,000 impressions. Every time 1,000 of the banner ads come up, you get paid how much? $5, $10, etc. And then finally, we talked about the affiliate program. And again, in a second, we're going to be talking more about the affiliate program, because you've really got to think how to play this game. Because if you play the affiliate program right, you can make a lot of money. If you play the affiliate program wrong, you make nothing, and the affiliates just get insane amounts of free advertising. Now the question is, since we talked about the affiliate programs and banner ads and all that, who do you go to get banner ads? So So you go to ad agencies. So there nowadays there's hundreds, thousands, whatever, of these ad agencies that basically they go out to the major companies, Hewlett Packard, Dell, IBM, etc., and they say, hey, if we can get 1,000 impressions for your product on sites, how much will you pay us? So basically you're just going to have to go to these agencies and say, hey, is my site good enough? Can I get banner ads? Now, if you're looking for affiliate sites, we just talked about, the first way is just go to the producers of whatever it is that you think you can sell. Like I say, as if you have a backup software that you really like, just go to that vendor and say, hey, do you have an affiliate program? That's the easiest way. Past that, you have companies like Junction and LinkShare. These two companies, you create an account with them, and then you can go in and they have agreements with thousands upon thousands of real companies. So if you go to Junction, you can get banner ads for HP, you can get banner ads for Dell, you can get banner ads for Travelocity or Amazon, or like I say, major companies. If you go to LinkShare, you can get banner ads for McAfee and Intel and all of that. Basically what they do is they're just like a clearinghouse for these affiliate programs. The manufacturers are there. You go through, it'll tell you, what the affiliates are willing to pay. They'll tell you the length of the cookie, all that stuff we talked about before. If you want to put their banner ads on your site, you will then apply to their affiliate program. Some of the times it's just automatically accepted. Other times there's a little bit of an approval process. Once you're approved, then you can just put their banner ads. You can go through and basically you do window shopping for banner ads. It's very nice. Let's say you want to do like newegg.com. You can go through and they have horizontal banner ads, and they have vertical banner ads, and they have big banner ads, and they have small banner ads, and they have flashy banner ads, and they have static banner ads, and they have deal of the day ads, and they have text ads. Basically, you go in and some of the affiliates on there literally will have 100 different types of ads you can put on your site. That's great for design implications because you can look for ads that will fit well within the overall design of your site. You're not shoving square pegs into round holes. So basically, like I say, with the affiliates, you either go directly to the vendor or to places like Junction or LinkShare. The next way you can get ads on your site that almost everybody does is AdSense. Google AdSense is about the easiest thing in the world to set up. You just go to adsense.google.com or do a Google search for AdSense. You go in. If you have a Google account, you just connect it to your Google account, whatever. Basically, you go in, you go through a couple of steps. It will give you code to paste on your site, and you just paste that code on your website. So, if you want horizontal, again, it'll give you code for horizontal. If you want vertical, it'll give you code for vertical. Then whenever somebody clicks through, you will get paid a certain amount of money. The thing with AdSense, just to remember, is you have to earn a minimum of $100 before they will send you a check. If you don't earn $100, well, then your money just sits in the account, forever. Now, the other thing with AdSense is AdSense uses Google's algorithm to try to find the best products to advertise on your website. So what'll happen is when your web page opens up, it will read that web page and then it will try to pick ads that are best for your website. So you cannot put, let's say, healthcare ads onto a computer website. You can't put computer ads onto a car website. Basically, Google looks at your web page and that determines what gets put on your page. So like I say, we talk about computers. So if you look at our Google AdSense, it's all AdSense advertisements. It's all Google computer related stuff. If you had a car website, it would be all car related stuff. Again, that goes back to how much people are willing to pay per click. So the vendors, how much are they willing to pay per click? Again, for computers, cars, business, they're willing to pay a lot of money. For corgis or dogs, they're not willing to pay very much money. And that's the thing where you have to be careful about, is you don't get to choose what you put up there. You can't say, hey, although I have a website on dogs, I know dog owners like cars. Car advertisements pay more money, so I want to put car advertisements on my site. If you're using Google AdSense, no. you will get dog advertisements on your site. That's the only way it works. Now, if you're thinking about doing videos like we do, so every man IT, obviously I'm talking to you on a video, you need a special ad platform to be able to provide video ads. So if you look at our free site, you'll see video ads for AT&T and BlackBerry and all those major companies. We use a company called Trimmer, and they're a very good company to provide those ads. So they have a special plugin. There's a whole little module that you'll have to go through. But basically you add that to your video player, and then their ads will be presented on top of your video. How all this works gets really complicated, but basically they pay for Trimmer, they pay CPM. So you actually negotiate out what you're willing to make per 1,000 impressions, and then that's all they pay. They don't pay per click, etc. Now with Trimmer, you don't really get any options on what advertisements go on your site. Again, the ad company decides, they go, hey, this looks like a technology site, so we are going to put ads for companies that are related to technology. You don't get to decide. So the thing to remember is with the affiliate links, that gives you the most customization on ads to put on your site. So if you have a dog website, you could put affiliate links to cars or to guns or to, buying houses. You can put whatever you want. If you do AdSense, it will automatically determine what gets put up there, so you have no option. And then if you do, like I say, if you do like video ads, like we're doing, like with Trimmer, they will choose the best option for you. But again, this is good for all around. They want to put good ads on your site, not to make your site look bad, to make your people pretty happy. And they also want to make the advertisers happy. If AT&T is not happy, they will go to another company. Now finally, after we've talked about all this, so this is all using other people's services. If you decide to do sponsorship, or if you decide to come up with your own program, you should look at something called the OpenX Ad Platform. The OpenX advertising platform allows you to create your own advertising campaign for your own sponsors. So through this platform, you're able to put in banner ads onto your website, video ads, etc. This platform will then track the number of impressions, the number of click-throughs, etc. So if you decide, you want to sell the ad space yourself, like I say, to sponsors or etc., by using this OpenX platform, you can then go to those sponsors and, like I say, give them numbers. They are going to want to see numbers. So you can say your banner ad was seen 5,000 times last month and it was clicked through 500 times, so you have a 10% click-through rate. And they go, wow, so the people that are on your site really trust you and really actually do click through our ads. So if you give them information where it's 5,000 impressions and then it's 3 click-throughs, yeah, maybe that doesn't look so good. But basically the main thing that you should understand with the OpenX is you put in all your advertising code and everything. It then gives you code to post, like I say, onto your blog page or onto your web page. Every time that little advertisement is seen and every time it is clicked through, that's all cataloged within the OpenX server, and then you can show that to your clients, or you can just use it internally. The OpenX has a free community hosted version, so it's all hosted and it's all free for like up to 1 million impressions or something. So this is definitely something you should look at. So you have the affiliate programs, you have AdSense, you have something like Trimmer for video ads, and then you have the OpenX Ad Server. Now I want to take a minute to really talk about the affiliate system. So this is where, like I say, you go to vendors and they have little affiliate links you can put on your site, you make a commission, or you go to someplace like Commission Junction or LinkShare and they just have a whole mass of affiliate programs that you can subscribe to. Now what I'm going to tell you, honestly, you guys have been around for a lot of videos here, I think I'm pretty honest and straightforward, is if all you do is you put up a banner ad for those affiliate sites, and that's it. All you're doing is giving those companies free advertising. It doesn't work. It doesn't make any money. You're not going to make any money. You're just wasting space on your website. If all you do is just copy and paste their little banner ad code to your website and that's it, then you're done. Basically, you're just wasting valuable space on your site and you're not going to make any money. what you have to understand about the affiliate programs is that you really do have to work as a type of salesperson for their products or services. So, so if you, like I say, if you write a blog post about a product or service, you really should upsell it. You should really talk about selling it so people want to buy it. And then give your readers or your members a link that will allow you to collect the commission if they decide to buy that product or service. Again, like I say, a lot of people just throw up these banner ads. Some people click it, some people don't. What you want to do is, like I say, you know, we did the class on Bright Cove yesterday. You know, we don't make it. We didn't make it the class in order to make any money off the affiliate program. We're going to make a few bucks off the affiliate program. The fact is, we were already doing the class. We had already talked with the company, and they said, hey, if you're saying good things about our product, why don't you make a few bucks, you know, if people actually decide to buy the product? And so that's what you have to think about if you're going to start doing the affiliate program, is where you really do. You talk up the product or service. You tell people why they should buy it, and then you make sure that you give an actual link on your site that has all the code and everything. So, you know, you go, this is the greatest thing since sliced bread. This is why it's the greatest thing since sliced bread. Hey, take a look at what I'm talking about. They click, a cookie automatically drops into their web browser, and then if they actually decide to purchase that product or service, you just made a little bit of money. But you've got to think about it, that you've got to actually do a little work and you know, sell the product or service a little bit. The other thing, though, I will warn you about is, remember, you want followers. You want people that are going to trust your opinions. So don't get blinded by greed. You know, a lot of people, you know, you might be thinking, well, hell, I'll just go out and I'll do great reviews on everything. You know, everybody has an affiliate program, so I'll just do great reviews on everything. People will click the link and buy. Well, if you do great reviews on absolutely everything, even on stuff that's really kind of crap, well, people are going to find that out, and they are going to stop listening to what you're saying. Remember, you know, in the web publishing world, you want followers. You don't want visitors. Visitors are people that come to your website once, and then they may or may not ever come to your site again. You want the people that are going to be coming back regularly. They come back daily. They come back every other day. They come back every time you produce something. You know, you put out a class or such. You want people that are coming back and back and back and back. And the only way you're going to get those people is by giving honest opinions, honest advice that's actually useful to them. So, you know, if you just start, if you just find that, you know, some company has an amazing commission rate and you're trying to hawk that, well, you know, you may make a little bit of money for a little bit of time, but then people are going to stop trusting you, and it's all just going to go stinky. The other way that you can make money with the affiliate programs, and this is what I did with when I had Eli the Computer Guy running. So let's say you have a blog, you have a web publishing platform, and then you have a normal company, let's say a normal computer repair company. Well, what we would do is we would have our customers buy specific products directly through our links. So so Mozy.com is this really good online backup system. Well, it was great if our business customers signed up for Mozy and they went through our link. You know, we made anywhere between $50 to $150 in commission. Really, you can make serious money. So, you know, our clients needed online backup solutions. I had this affiliate program for the blog. All I had to do is, whenever they decided to buy the online backup solution, they would just click through the ad, they would type in all their information, and then we would automatically get commission. They weren't charged anymore. It's not like they got charged $100 extra. They got charged the same rate, only we actually made a little bit of money for selling the product or service. Again, you know, nowadays everybody's trying to save a buck. It's a real pain in the butt, you know, trying to sell people products, because they always want to go to the internet and they always want to get it cheaper on the internet than from you. Because if you run, like I say, a brick and mortar store and you're selling, you know, wireless access points, let's say, you have to put up a markup on them. So you buy them for $50 or $60, you have to sell them for $80. I mean, that's just the economy. That's how it works. So you get a lot of people that go, well, I don't want to pay your markup, I want to go directly to the internet. Well, what you can do with that deep linking is you can say, I completely understand that you don't want to buy it from us. Here's a link to the product that I recommend that you purchase. They go, oh, thank you. They click on the link. They go, hey, this person recommended it and it's cheaper. And so they buy it. You know, you may only make a 1 or 5% commission, but at least you are now making some money. So the main thing I want you to understand with the affiliate program is the affiliate program is not fire and forget. Google AdSense is fire and forget. You know, it's a military term that basically says you put in the code and then you just sit back and watch the money come in or not. You know, there's not a lot you can do about it. You can't really game the AdSense system. I suppose you can game it a little bit, but it's not really worth the time or effort. Affiliate programs are the complete opposite. The more you work the programs, the more you promote the affiliates or the companies that you're affiliates for, the better it will do for you. If all you do is paste banner ad code onto your site, like I say, I'm not joking. You're wasting time, you're wasting valuable real estate on your site, and you're not going to make any money. I swear, I've played with this a lot. I put those banner ads up on when EliTheComputerGuy.com was a blog. I put them up for 6 months, and I don't know what I make, $5 in 6 months, and yeah, that's just not going to make any money. So the main thing with the affiliate program is you've really got to think about it. You've really got to play the system. So now I want to talk about the freemium model of business. So the freemium model of business is, I guess it's a new model of business. I don't know, maybe 200-year-old model of business. But at least in the internet circles, you know, this is the new way to do business. It's called the freemium model. The idea is you give away product or service, some product or service for free in order to hook in potential clients to get them to pay later. Now, especially when you're dealing with web publishing, this becomes a very important model for doing business. Because especially being on the web, you know, people aren't always ready to whip out their credit card. They have to see they have to have an idea of what they're going to buy, you know. So if you have, let's say, a newspaper, or if you're like me, you do online training, you know, if they just come to your site and they see a couple of testimonials, you know, and a few things, you know, a little snippet, you talking about your business, they may or may not buy because they don't really know what they're going to be getting. You know, what is the quality of the material that they're be getting. One way you can deal with this is by coming up with trial subscriptions. So the idea with a trial subscription is somebody subscribes, you know, for and they have, let's say, 7 days to either cancel their subscription or 7 days to put in their credit card information to continue their subscription. So they put in all their information, and then they get to see what you have, and they have free access for 7 days. The problem with this is twofold. The first one is, remember, everybody and their mother is worried about fraud on the internet. As soon as they put information into a site, or as soon as a site asks for personal information, a lot of people go, ah! And run for the hills. I actually had this happen. I got screamed at one time when Everyman IT, we created a free membership site. So basically, you had to be a member, but it was completely free. Well, somewhere buried, God knows how far, on one of the membership pages, there was a PayPal thing that talked about, you know, if people wanted to pay for service. We were completely free. I wasn't charging a dime. Somebody saw that PayPal thing and wrote me the most scathing email in the world saying, I don't want to be charged for anything. You're a complete ripoff, etc., etc., etc. They weren't charged for anything. At no point did I ever get their credit card information. At no point did I get anything more personal than their first name, their last name, and their email address. But this person still thought I was running some fraudulent website that was now going to try to rip money out of their accounts. So you have to understand is you have a lot of people that are scared of fraud. So they come to your site, they don't really see what your site is actually offering. You say, hey, we have a free trial. Well, they open up that page, they see all this information they have to put in, and they go, oh, I don't know about this. And then they hit close, and then they go away. So you just lost a potential person. The other thing that can be a problem is something called registration spam. So you know, especially I have to worry about this, you know, being a computer site is a lot of the people out there, you know, they're pretty smart. So they say, hey, let's say I get a 7-day, you know, I give out a 7-day trial. They can say, well, I really like this guy's stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sign up for a 7-day trial. And the 6th day, I'm going to cancel it. And then a week from now, when I need to learn some more, I'll sign up for another 7-day trial. And then I'll cancel it. They'll sign up for another 7-day trial, and then I'll cancel it. Now, as you guys may know, email accounts nowadays are as disposable as toilet paper. So they could just continuously keep signing up for these trial accounts. And the problem is, you may think, oh, what's the worst case? It's a little bit of service that people aren't paying for. But the problem is it goes in and it clogs the system, because then you may have thousands upon thousands, at some point millions, of basically fake users. That really does start to hamper how well your website can work. If you just have millions of just basically fake users on the site, that's just bad. So to get around this, there is the freemium model, the idea that you offer high quality, free content to show the quality of your content to get people to actually pay for the membership site. So like what we're doing right now is we are going to have the free version and then the premium version. The free version has all these annoying, tedious ads on it. Why? Because I got to pay the bills. So it's going to have all or almost all of the video classes that the premium version has, but it's going to have advertisements. If you want to watch a video, you're going to have to sit through advertisements before it begins. Every certain amount of time through the video, you're going to have to watch advertisements. Why? Because those advertisements pay the bills. Now, if you say, hey, Eli, I think you have a wonderful product here. I really hate advertisements. I will pay the membership fee to get out of having to watch advertisements. Well, then you'll flip over to the other site, and that will have all the videos completely without advertisements. So that's the idea behind the freemium model. The idea is you give people real material. This isn't testimonials. This isn't fake mock-ups or prototypes. This is actual material. Like the WallStreetJournal.com does this. Like 10% of their articles are free, are open on the web. Anybody in the world can see them. If you want to see the other 90%, you have to pay for it. So, if you're thinking, I don't know, do I really want to subscribe to WallStreetJournal.com? You can go, you can read their articles and go, wow, this is some really good stuff. Imagine what the other 90% is like. And then you can go and you can, like I say, subscribe and get the other 90%. But basically the idea behind freemium is that you give possible clients free high quality content to prove to them that the rest of your content that's behind what is called the paywall actually is worth the money. Again, the reasons you do freemium is if you do trials, like I say, I know a lot of people, you're thinking, hey, trial sounds like the way to go. I'm telling you, before people trust your website, if you ask them for information, you're going to freak out a lot of them. You're going to lose a substantial percentage of the people that might be willing to pay for your product or service, because they're just like, I don't want to give any free information or any information. This site might be fraudulent. The other thing, like I say, is you will get trial spam or registration spam, where if you have a trial period, people will subscribe for the trial period, cancel, subscribe for the trial period, cancel, subscribe for the trial period, cancel. Again, it may not seem like a big deal until you realize we're dealing with the internet world. Things go viral, things go large. You may end up having millions of these fake user accounts sitting within your content management system, and it really does, after a little while, it will start to bog down and make the system not work so well. So those are the ideas behind freemium. So we're getting close to wrapping up this class. We've talked about why you should monetize your site, basically like different ways to monetize your site, etc. The last thing that I want to talk about, and again, is huge. It is significant, but it is something that most people don't think about, or at least new people don't think about, is I want you to think about the design implications of the advertising that you are putting onto your site. So whether it's a blog, whether it's a video site, etc. I want you to think beyond about just simply plastering whatever banner ad you are given onto your site. The reason is because People like to look at an aesthetically pleasing site. So the better your site looks overall, the more people are going to stay there and the happier they're going to be. You know, I see a lot of web publishing out there where the people spend a lot of time making sure their articles look good, and making sure the sidebar looks good, and making sure the graphics and all of that and the colors are amazing. And then they plaster in these like flashing techno banner ads that just drive me into an epileptic fit. Well, I don't stay on those sites any longer than I have to. So I may go to that site and I may read the article, but as soon as I'm done with the article, I'm like, and I hit the close button. I don't continue on to the site. You know, go through the site and, you know, navigate and explore. So when you're thinking about putting these banner ads and such on your site, I want you to think about, like I say, the design implications. Do you really want flashing banner ads? You see a lot of these sites now, they plaster so many banner ads on their website. It's hard to view the material. It's hard to understand what's going on. Like I say, you've got 1,000 things doing these little techno blitzy blinkety blinks, and it's really, I think it's really horrible. I know with Everyman IT, I made the decision a long time ago, no matter what banner ads we have, they will always be static banner ads. So you'll notice our banner ads, when we do have them, you know, they're not flashing between multiple things. It's not like, if you need computer repair, go to this company. We have a special now, etc. They will be static. You know, whatever needs to be said will be said in a static banner ad. Again, even on our site with the AdSense, make sure to go through and change the palette colors of the Google AdSense to try to more look nice, I suppose, on our site. You know, the black borders, the black letters, etc. It feels as if it's more part of a site rather than just code that's just copied and pasted and plastered on. Remember, again, as I've talked about before, you want followers. You want people that are going to come back again and again and again. Two ways you get that is by providing, you know, useful insights and such that they find valuable, and the other is providing a platform that they are comfortable with. Like I say, if you've got a lot of flashing, weird stuff going on, you have colors that just don't match, you know, just weird stuff. You may be writing the best blog post in the world, but like I say, if with all that kind of stuff going on, people still may not read it. It's just bad. So the big thing is, like I say, when you start going out to do AdSense, you start going out to do banner ads, the sponsorships, and all of that, really think about the design implications. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm not telling you that you have to go out and you have to become a graphic design major and learn, you know, symmetric design or asymmetric design and all that. I'm not telling you that. I'm just telling you, when you paste the little banner ad in, actually take a look at your own site and think, is this pleasing? Does this look nice? The other thing is like I say, a lot of people try to crowd enormous numbers of these banner ads on their site, thinking that, you know, the more banner ads they have, the more likely somebody is to click at least one of them. One of the problems with this is, remember, people nowadays focus out a lot of advertising. We see so much advertising today as Americans and humans, I suppose, in other places. I guess we're all humans, but, you know, as Americans, we see so much advertising. We are very good at filtering out advertising. So when you have these huge blocks of advertising, it actually can be a detriment because people will filter out mentally that entire section. Where instead, if you have a couple of well-placed ads, people may not be as likely to filter it out and are more likely to actually read and, you know, click through, etc. So like I say, is if you do a massive number of ads, people will just filter out that ad. Whereas, like I say, you put well thought out ad placement with a good color scheme, etc. in places, they'll actually keep reading the ad and they go, well, that ad's interesting, and click through. And remember, like I say, with all web advertising, I mean, the people that are putting these banner ads or you know, selling you the rights to the banner ads or whatever, they are trying to sell products or services. They are trying to sell their company. So the higher your click-through rate, people actually clicking, the higher the sales completion rate, the more these companies are going to be willing to pay you. Again, if you have zero click-through rate, most companies don't care. They're not going to give you the time of day. If you have high click-through rates, a lot of these companies that will bring you to their attention, and they may start coming to you with better ad proposals. They'll say, hey, this is what we give our normal people, but I see your click rate through rate is really high, and we want to make you happy, so why don't we give you this little extra bonus or whatever. This really does matter. So the main thing, like I say, when you're thinking about these banner ads, just think about the design. Just take at least a couple minutes to think about the design. It really does matter. So that was a class on monetizing your website. Again, this is more of a psychological, philosophical, business, academic class. We're not sitting down and hacking out some code or anything. We're just talking about concepts. The biggest concept I just want to beat into your head with this class is, remember, web publishing is a business. Or if you choose to make web publishing a business, then it is a real business. You have to think, what are production costs? What are infrastructure costs? What are advertising costs? Like I say, a lot of people that want to get into web publishing and stuff, they may have the most wonderful stuff, most wonderful content in the world. They're writers to rival Shakespeare, film producers to rival Spielberg. But if they don't advertise themselves, nobody will ever see. You can't just put up your new website and think that people are going to flock to it from Google. Once you've done enough advertising, people will. But in the beginning, for a year or two, don't expect traffic to magically come to your site. You are going to have to advertise. Advertisement costs money. So make sure, when you're going out to create your web media empire, that you factor in advertising costs. You are going to have to advertise somehow. So make sure, like I say, this is a real business. Factor in production cost, infrastructure cost, advertising cost, any other cost. Then make sure you factor in how much money do you want to make. Are you okay off of $10,000 a year, $30,000 a year, $100,000 a year? Whatever those numbers are, lump them all together. And then when you're looking to monetize your website, look at what will actually provide those numbers. Like I say, if you just think that you're going to make $100,000 a year by throwing Google AdSense ads on your website, God bless you. I don't think it's going to happen. Like I say, last week I made $12 off of 4,000 or 5,000 visitors. It's not bad. It helps pay the bills, but it's not a whole lot of money. Again, like I say, putting banner ads, the affiliate network we talked about. Affiliates can make you a lot of money. It can make you really quick, but you've got to think about how you're presenting those ads. You can't just post affiliate banner ads on your site and think you're going to make $1,000. It's not how it works. You do reviews, you do recommendations, you do deep linking, etc. That's how you make the money. But again, that's the thought process. So, a lot of people go in to do web publishing and they're going to do AdSense or affiliates, and then they fall flat in their face. If the numbers with AdSense and affiliates aren't going to make you what you need to make, then you need to go directly and do sponsorships. Go out to companies that may be interested in what you're doing and say, hey, $200, $500 a month, I can make sure your products, your company is put in front of my viewers. It may be worth it to them, especially, depending on what they're trying to sell. Or again, like I say, if you have really good, high quality content, do a membership site. Lots of people do membership sites. Again, $10, $25, $50 a month, depending on what you're offering, may be very worthwhile. Again, remember, this is the internet. So you may be like me, you may be in Baltimore, you may be in a large city, you might be in New York, and you may say, who the hell is going to pay $25 for this information? You can get this. I can walk down to the corner and get this information. Well, remember, there's people in the middle of Wisconsin, in the middle of Oklahoma, in the middle of, in California. There's the middle of middles. You know what I'm saying? So those people may not have any access to the information that you're trying to provide other than your membership website. So like I say, with us doing computers, I see the analytics, I see where people come from, all over the country. And believe me, a lot of our visitors come from the middle of nowhere. If a community college existed, could they go to a community college and get some of our training? Yes. But there's no community college around them, or they might be disabled, etc. So you may be offering information that nobody else provides, and so people will, like I say, pay $25, $50, maybe $100 a month, depending on what you're offering, because there's no other way for them to access that information. We talked about how you get the banner ads. So, if you do the sponsorships or whatever, you should do the OpenX Ad Server. Again, they have the hosted community version that's free for like up to 1 million impressions a month. So you should be fine for a while. So that allows you to track how many times banner ads for your sponsors have shown up and how many times people have clicked through. If you're looking for affiliate links, again, go straight to the vendor. If you have a special antivirus software that you like, or a backup software that you like, or some web hosting, a lot of times they'll have their own affiliate programs. If you want just a one-stop shop for affiliate programs, like I say, you can go to Commission Junction or LinkShare. You create accounts with them, and then, like I say, they have 1,000 affiliate programs all for you to see. Again, if you just want to put text ads on your site, Google AdSense is the easiest way to start doing advertising on your site. Like I say, you set up a little account. Again, you do some modifications, it gives you code, you plaster that code on your website, and you're done. You get paid, cost per click. Or let's say if you have a video site like we do, you want to put video ads, we use Trimmer for our video ads, you get paid CPM, cost per 1,000 impressions, depending on what you're talking about. It depends on how much you get paid. The higher quality content gets more money. Finally, I really want to stress again, beyond the business, so everybody, make sure you monetize. You've got your business plan, or you've got something that looks like a business plan. But then again, when you start putting all these banner ads and such on your site, don't forget about the design. Again, a lot of people, they'll spend so much time on their logos, they'll be spending so much time on their articles or their content, and then they just plaster the most god-awful banner ads all over the site, all willy-nilly, and it just destroys everything. When you're going to put your banner ads on the site, again, you don't have to go off and become some art school student or spend hours and hours learning graphic design. Just take a look at your own site. Do those banner ads fit? Do the colors look right? Is there too much flashing? Is this something that's going to give your people an epileptic fit? These are serious things to think about. So those are the things that you need to think about with monetizing your site. Again, like I say, the easiest way to monetize a website is, of course, if you have your own business and you're trying to sell your own product, well, then that's how you monetize your site. People come to your website and then they buy your product. If you're trying to do web publishing, like I say, it gets a little more complicated. The main thing is I want you to think about it. Too many people, they just jump into web publishing. And like I say, this isn't just, this isn't just 15-year-olds that jump in, or not college-educated people that jump in. I have seen people with real solid brick-and-mortar businesses. They are good brick-and-mortar business people. They have a storefront, they have a product, they have a service. Millions upon millions of dollars they deal with every year, and they're awesome at it. Somehow, they think putting an internet business up or putting an internet web publishing site up, they should spend like 2 hours thinking about the business plan and being done. Like I say, they do real business plans for their real business, and then internet businesses, we'll just throw something together. I swear to God, I've seen it so many times. The main thing that I want you to think about with all this is no. You need to create a business plan, just like if you had a normal newspaper. So if you had a normal newspaper, or if you had a normal magazine that you open up and you flip through and you have subscriptions, you would have to come up with a business plan. You'd have to think about it. Well, we're just going to the internet. The only difference is if you have a newspaper, it has to get printed. If you're selling DVD movies, the movies have to get put on DVD. Now it's all just on the internet. But you still have to have a business plan to make sure, it all makes sense at the end of the day. You don't want to spend 2 years creating this media thing and then find out you're not making any money. That's not a good thing. So as you know, I'm Eli the Computer Guy over here for everymanit.com. Again, this class was monetizing your website, and I look forward to seeing you at the next one.